Ladies and gentlemen, we got huge news today for WWE 2K25. A couple of days ago, they went out, threw out a sort of teaser on what may be coming on July 1st. A lot of people were able to put it together very quick based on certain things that they put inside of the trailer. Nonetheless, though, I am excited because this is another, console base that is going to get to play this game. And me personally, I am someone that likes to play the game on every console, so I will be getting it on the Switch as well. But I think that, this is good for the game because that means that the game is growing, even though a lot of people may argue that the game has a lot of issues right now and whatnot, and I don't disagree. But I also think that, them going to a different console and, getting more consumers over there, getting more players over there, I just think that the game becomes more important as they do that. So that's just my 2 cents when I look at, okay, it's going to the Switch. The game is slated to come out on July 23rd, so just about 3 weeks from now. And yeah, man, I'm super excited, to finally have it on the go and to finally see, is this a change from the notorious WWE 2K18? Will this be better? Because the last time that we got this game was on 2K18 and it was not pleasant. Now there is, I believe, a different team now, that works on this game now and is going to make it better. And I don't think it's going to flop, but you really never know what can happen. So I am honestly excited to see what this game could look like and to obviously review it, because I do want to make sure that I give you guys the best review possible. And I'm not even going to be talking about the game as much. It's more about, can the Switch 2 run this game? Because you guys know how I feel about this game. We talk about it all the time. It don't make no sense to go in there and review, the whole game itself when we already know what it is. I'm more interested to know, can the Switch 2 run this, on the handheld and on the dock? I looked at the trailer and to me it looks like this was docked when recording this, obviously, because I believe the dock has the capabilities for the Elgato and all that good stuff, so it really honestly makes sense. Now I am interested in seeing how does this game look on a handheld, because on the trailer it actually looks very good, and there is underground matches with people around them, unlike the Xbox One. I don't know, man. It does look like the Switch 2, it has some capabilities on there. Let's go on ahead and get into little bits and pieces of this trailer. Let's get it. So the first thing I noticed with CM Punk was that it said trailer features a mix of gameplay and cinematics. So you take that with a grain of salt. Nonetheless, what the entrances look like in this game. CM Punk looks like himself. Jey Uso, JD. I mean, I really got no complaints about the way the game looks on this trailer. But again, it's a trailer for a reason. So I am excited to see what, can actually happen. But again, I think that WWE 2K25 is actually a pretty fun game, gameplay-wise, at least to me. So having that on the go and being able to just take my dock and dock it at my parents' house, if I go to my parents' house and play the game, I kind of like that. That's the reason why I want to get the sports games on my Switch, because again, it allows me to do different things. That's just my 2 cents with all of that though. But nonetheless, you guys see the Hell in a Cell match, you guys see the backstage area as well in this trailer. I think that it actually all looks pretty good, and I actually like this trailer. Honestly, I think that it's cool, showing off the gameplay and what you can do. But yes, Raquel Rodriguez comes out at the end, and honestly, it's the standard pre-order editions. I believe $130 was the price for the Bloodline edition USD, so that's going to be the same on the Switch 2. And before we dive deeper into the Switch 2, I definitely want to point out that the SmackDown Hotel has went ahead and confirmed that the Nintendo eShop does have KSI listed as a celebrity in WWE 2K25 DLC pack number 3. So I know that we've been waiting on that. I know that there have been a lot of rumors around that name, but we have finally got a confirmation due to the Nintendo eShop putting that out there. So that is something that I wanted to go on ahead and mention for those DLC fans that are waiting for DLC pack number 3. We still don't know nothing about DLC pack number 1, but number 3 seems to be on the way, as the name has been revealed for that pack. Definitely wanted to go on ahead and let you guys know about that. I'm excited to see what it's actually going to look like though, right? Can it run those big matches with structures? Can it run, those big tag team matches? I'm genuinely interested to know all this stuff, as obviously this was an optimized port. This is something that they wanted to go on ahead and make work for the Switch 2. Personally, from what I've seen in this trailer, the port doesn't look lazy. And the reason why I say that is because it looks like, again, the underground match has people around. That's something that, again, the last generation consoles don't have. So if they're making certain things work for the Switch 2, I think it is a green flag, in my opinion. and it doesn't seem like they just went from the Xbox and PlayStation last generation console version and said, all right, you know what, let's just plug that in to, you know, the Switch 2. It looks like, you know, they're genuinely trying to work some stuff out. Maybe I'm tripping, but from the last time I looked, I don't remember seeing the crowd unless it was patched in on PS4 and Xbox One, so correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, I think that it is, you know, a good thing to see. And one thing that I do want to point out is if you pre-order on the Switch, you're basically going to get the same stuff as us. You're going to get the Wyatt 6-pack, and again, they're going to go on ahead and do that. It's a new console getting the game, and then you see that you have the 3 standard editions, which we already went over. So if you're a Switch 2 player and you're here to gauge an opinion of which one you should be buying, I said this before the game actually came out. I think the Undertaker edition, the Deadman edition, is the best version for consumers because you are in the middle. You're still getting the season pass and you're still getting all that good stuff. I just wonder if my faction should probably be on this game. I don't think they would leave my faction out, right? The Bloodline edition includes my faction Persona cards, and the Deadman edition I believe does as well, but they don't include the WrestleMania 41 pack. So if you are looking and you are a Switch player, the Deadman edition at $100 will get you all of the DLC that has came out and will also get you the remaining DLC that hasn't came out. Now, if you guys notice, July 23rd is the same day that the DLC drops. Hey man, I like what they're doing over there, you know what I'm saying, dropping it with a DLC. So personally, we got a lot of reviewing to do that week. We got the Switch version to review, we got the DLC to review. There's just a lot to review. So I think it is, again, a good thing. It's a good thing for content creators. It's a good thing for players. And if you don't care about it, it is what it is, man. It shouldn't affect you in any way that other people are playing this game on the Switch 2, because I already saw a lot of people slandering the fact that it was going to Switch 2. But honestly, man, I think that there's a completely different player base that the Switch 2 caters to on there. So I do think that some people may enjoy the game more for what it is, other than us who really keep 2K on their feet and trying to make the game better. I don't know, that's just my 2 cents. I just feel like a lot of the consumer base who plays the Switch 2, aside from adults, a lot of them are kids as well, just kids that, you know, like the Switch 2, may like wrestling, may buy the game. I just think that there is potential for another player base to be appealed with the Switch 2. So I think that's exciting, and hopefully we see a big change and a big introduction aside from what we are known to see with WWE 2K18. I am a tad bit nervous for this game because I really don't feel that it can take another hit, but we'll have to see what happens. Nonetheless though, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you stay tuned if you are a Switch player. If you want to see if this game runs on the Switch 2, go on ahead and stay around, man. Hit that subscribe button for me. I'm going to catch y'all. Peace.